before we get into the show today, got to mention Paintball lost a great one. Greg Polly, AC Dallas, AC Diesel, Vicious, just Diesel in general. I didn't know him personally, but I know he had a large impact on the paintball world, and he will be missed. Hopefully, those that knew you will get to see you again one day. With that said, happier note, I got Brittany Reid, Baltimore Nevermore's with me, and
Hey,
WNXL Rookie of the Year. How we doing, Brittany?
I am great. Thank you. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah. Well,
I'm fine.
it's been almost a year, I think, to the
Mhm.
date.
Okay.
I think. Let's see.
It may be.
It might be. Uh, we're gonna have to scroll deep back.
Maybe within
Our
like
yeah.
2 weeks or something, but it's definitely within the time.
Yes, yeah, for sure. A lot's happened, much
A
less
lot.
you becoming Rookie of the Year.
That was my
Yeah,
goal
so you
last
were
year.
yeah, we're 2 weeks away.
Oh, there
April
you go.
15th
Okay.
was when
Oh,
your
wow.
show was released, so
Probably
2
by
weeks
the
on the
time.
dot.
Yeah. So pretty much on the dot. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
I'm glad
Um,
to be here.
but, man, where to start?
It's been a
I
year.
guess it's been a year. Do you wanna take us through the year leading up to Tampa, I guess?
Yeah, we can. So I met with you after Tampa last year. We came 10th. It was our first event as a team. We figured out few strengths, a lot of weaknesses, and we just grinded. We then went to Ohio. We went from 10th to 5th. And I think we missed Sunday by like 1 point on like the point margin. And then we went to Cup and I think we got 8th. We were kind of disappointed in our performance there. We could have done so many things different, so many things better. And then we came into Tampa and we made Sunday, our first Sunday. So that was awesome. And that was an experience.
Nice.
We are hopefully on the uptrend and definitely on the uptrend because I mean, it felt like a completely different team from last year, like a
Mhm.
complete 180 because we finally knew each other, how each other played, all of that. So
So instead of playing individual ball, we're playing team ball? Is that fair
100%.
to
And
say?
like myself personally, I went from playing one event last year to 11 at the end of the season. So that
That's a
enough,
lot.
it was a lot. It was a lot. And I know the other girls put in the same amount of effort and work. So it was just a lot of paintball had last year and a lot of effort and work put in. And it felt like family this event versus like a new team, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I think, most people that have been in it for a minute have had that feeling, right? When you get
Hmm.
with the right group of people and it's like, "This is clicking."
Very much.
So 11 events, that's a lot. Like,
Was a
I
lot.
did 9 and I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, it was a lot because I
So
did WNXL, I did NRPL race did 2 with with our younger girls. I did D5, I think, NRPL. I think I may have done 1 D4 event, and then at Cup, I was able to play D3 with NRG Elite. So, it was a lot of paintball last year.
so you pulled double duty at Cup then.
Mhm.
So
I did. I did. Yeah, I think I had to miss one of their matches, which was against Enemy, like one of the first ones where we were like right in between. But I was only guessing for them. They kind of knew the deal. They were super nice about it to at least give me the opportunity. So that was awesome.
not a lot like, some players do it, right? You have the sisters that do it with the rejects and now Las
Oh
Vegas
yeah.
Shaw. And you have Carly, who I think does it with the New Jersey oh my gosh.
Is it high rollers?
High rollers,
Yeah.
yes.
I think I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
uh, yeah, she does Filthy and
I didn't know she
the
played
high
for Filthy
rollers.
too.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if she switches at the events. I think she has in the past. I don't know if she did it
Mhm.
this time or not.
Yeah,
So
so it was a lot. I know I actually just accepted a spot on the D4 Jesters team to play in
nice.
Delaware. So hopefully they keep that the whole year because then I can play every event, which would be awesome.
Mm, yeah. So that's cool. You
Yes.
going to be a jester with Timmy and the crew. That's awesome.
Yes. They're amazing guys. They've helped me from day one when I was playing at Fox. Didn't even play at an event ever, and they've helped me with anything I need. I'm like, "Hey, help me with this," or "Can we drill here?" And Super nice guys.
So how did that well, hang on. Let me back up before we get into too much jester territory. So are we gonna keep it in XLs this year, or are we gonna still play some local stuff?
I'll play the local or potentially coach the younger line. I know
Okay.
that we have a couple injuries right now and a couple family issues, so it may look like the first event in the next couple weeks I'll be able to play, but it's play coach. It's kind of that depending
Gotcha.
on if we have the bodies or not. So it'll just be a race to
Mhm,
2, um, unless I find a team to play for, but again, that's I'm mainly working on drilling and fixing my issues than I am tournament this
mhm.
year, if that makes sense. Not that tournament's bad experience, but I have things I need to work on individually.
Well, and I think I've seen it a lot with people, like, they come in and do a bunch of tournaments, and you see a lot of growth that way, but then there comes a point where, like, "Oh, I need to step back and hone the skill," right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. And we spent I think 5 hours drilling on Sunday. And I was like, oh, this is so hard. But it
drill
was cool
days are
because
never
we
fun.
started with like 1v1s, worked on our drills, and then ended with 1v1s. And it was cool because I could see like what I learned. And
Mhm.
it was a successful drill day.
Have you guys tried the, like, hormesis style 1v1?
I would love to do that. I think I'm just too intimidated by it.
Brittany, it's so
So
much
much
fun.
fun. It looks
It
like so
is
much
so
fun.
much fun.
I know somebody local, I don't wanna say local, like North Carolina, South Carolina has one in their backyard or something.
Yeah, the war guys have put it
Yeah,
on.
Chris Lennon, yeah.
Yeah,
And I was like, "That's so cool."
yeah, yeah, Chris Lennon, Iron Man, and, his brothers that are on war, which won the 3v3 amateur open at
Oh,
Tampa.
good for them.
Congratulations, boys, yeah. So, yeah, they've made a little paintball paradise there. It
I
looks pretty
know.
awesome.
Could have that.
But, yeah, it's so we threw a little, like, Hormesis-esque
Mhm.
style 1v1, did a Hormesis field for it, and it was a blast. It
I mean,
was
it
just
looks
fun.
like so much fun and, like, you just have to think so much faster. I
Yeah,
mean, I would love to give it a try, it just intimidates me.
it can be intimidating because there's nowhere to hide there, right?
Nowhere to
Like
hide and everybody's watching.
yeah, so but it was fun. After we got done running it,
Mhm.
the guys that were putting it on, myself included, like, we went out and did a bunch of points on it, and then we did doubles on it, which was insane.
That was insane.
It
And you
was.
really have to, like you don't have a choice but to communicate rather
Yeah,
unless you're gonna
yeah.
fall over each other.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan, like, are we going heads up, crossed up? You
Yeah.
know, you gotta make it quick.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, though. But, let's get back to you. Um, so, the year ends on a high note with you guys. Obviously, we talked Tampa. You came in, you broke into the Sunday club, but in
Mhm.
between then, you got nominated for Rookie of the Year. So,
Yes.
how was that process?
I got notified that we were nominated, I think around December, January, and I knew something was up because I got my whole phone just kind of went off like, "Congratulations, good job," and I was like, "What?" Because I set I have like a not even New Year's Eve like resolution, but I set 5 paintball goals and then 5 life goals for myself every year, and that was one of the,
Mhm,
um Rookie of the Year nominee was one of it. And I was just happy to be nominated, much less win it. But I worked my butt off for it. And like I said, it came full circle. My son was able to be there and
mhm,
witness it and walk with me, which was, I swear I was living a dream. But
yeah,
he deserved it as much as I did because, like, he gets up and goes to those practices. He's crawling in the backyard with me. So it was nice to have my family there. My mom was there. My family lives in Florida. So
nice.
it was nice to have the whole gang there.
So,
So
had mom got to see you play before?
That was the first time she's ever actually got to see me play, like, she's been at the field before. She was
Mhm,
at Cup 24, and she got to
okay,
see everything because my husband was playing, um, and then this was the first time she could actually watch, and I had to remind her because I come from a CrossFit background
mhm.
and did plenty of, like, CrossFit events where my mom is just screaming her head off. "This is a no-go. Don't talk to me. Don't yell my name. Don't do it." And she's like, "I had the hardest time."
That's
So, but
awesome.
she really enjoyed it.
Good. She didn't find it,
She
like, too confusing or anything?
No, she I think she understood, like, the paintball bug, if you will, on
Mhm.
why I like it, and she got to, like, because they were basically, like, right outside our pits. So she got to witness, like, getting on the field, chrono, getting wiped down, how a pit works, and she's like, "It's like a NASCAR pit." I was like, "Basically, everybody has a job."
That's, not the first time we've heard that analogy, and it's very true, right?
Yes, 100%.
So how do you guys, on the Nevermores handle pit crew? Like, that helps? Is it other
Mhm.
NR teams or what?
Yeah, we do. We have like kind of our brother teams that we practice with at NR. We have a handful of guys that travel with us. And these are like the same guys that I played on NRPL X Ball series with last year. We're basically like this. They help us, we help them. They come travel. They're just awesome guys. Anything we need. Like this is the best pit crew we've had ever. Excuse me. It worked and everybody was awesome. So thank you to everybody who helped us.
To go back to the, award ceremony a little bit,
Mhm.
you got a really cool photo. You got 2 really cool photos of you and your son.
I know.
But, this one in particular, you're walking away and he's, like, jumping in the air like Super Mario.
Yes. David did that, and I'm, like, literally gonna blow it up on, like, not even 8 by 10, but, like, I don't I'm sure you can see these, but, like, this thing.
Exercise.
Yes, and I woke up to it and I just started crying. I was like, "That is the best picture I've ever seen in my entire life." Because he was so nervous back there because he saw, like, he saw Chavez, he saw Margot, the green like,
Mhm.
all the high guys, and he recognized them from all the posters on his walls, and he's, like, so scared, and then the girls were around, so they made him feel more, like, at home, but once he stepped on that
Mhm.
field, he, like, came alive. It was the coolest thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like you get to see his personality in that photo.
100%. That is my Weston. That is my boy.
So did they, you got to go down into the tunnel, the whole
Mhm,
9 yards. When
mhm.
did they tell you that, like, "Hey" because you gotta be there,
Um
right?
Yeah, I think it was, our owner knew, and I think it was, like, a week beforehand, if
Okay.
not maybe 5 days or something like that, and he let me know, and so I wasn't sure. I've never been to a Summit Awards before, and last
Mhm.
year they were in Ybor, so I was like, I had this pretty outfit picked out, and then all the girls were coming off of, like, the 3v3s and dressed up in their gear, and I was like, "Alright, outfit's out the door. We're just wearing my tech tee."
Yeah, fair enough.
I would've been definitely the odd one out looking like a rookie.
So, you mentioned you set 5 paintball goals. What were those? If you feel like sharing them, yeah, last year.
Last year it was I think I have them on my phone. Hold on. I know one of them was Make Sunday. One of them was Rookie of the Year. I know I have it here. 2020. Maybe I don't have it here. I have 15 other million notes. One of them was Make Sunday Club. One of them was Rookie of the Year. Drill more. At the time, I didn't know how to dive. So learn how to
Okay.
dive and then just play as much paintball as possible. Like I mentioned before in the last podcast, my husband plays and I've only really practiced with people better than me. It does get disheartening, but he's a really great husband and a really hard coach. So also try not to get mad at him.
Fair enough. So, how did, nope, I lost it. Give me a second, I'll come back.
No, you're
Um,
fine. I'm actually hold on.
uh,
I'm gonna have him bring me in a water for a second. Hold on, I have to clean
okay,
my
yeah, yeah. We'll pause it real quick. Just
No.
standing. So, the last time we talked, you were just a Dorito player. Is that
Correct.
the same scenario now, or, like, how has the game changed over the year?
So I got super lucky, and it wasn't even lucky. It was an opportunity that was kind of presented to me in Ohio. Two of our best players, who I was basically the third Dorito player. One of them was hurt, and one of them had some family issues. So that kind of presented an opportunity for me to figure it out. And so I basically was a Dorito player. Then we needed a snake, and then we had like the snake Rito in Ohio, which I loved.
Mhm.
This year, I'm not going to limit myself to a position at all. I'm one of the fastest girls on the team, which is great. But just because I'm fast doesn't mean I necessarily need to be a one. If we have other girls who can do it better than me, so this year it is wherever they want to put me. I just am happy to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so outside of those situations, what did you do to kind of become a more well-rounded paintball player?
Like I said last time, every weekend's at the field. We have the VR over here that I play.
Okay.
I know that sounds dumb, but it's still playing. We watch film. Like I said, my husband's a higher level player, so I only play against them or when we go to NR, I'm actually working with our teammates. We have me, Brixa, Esther, and then the other 2 closest are Krista and Sony, and I think Caitlin's in there too, but it was basically Brixa, me, Esther, Krista. So there's 4 out of a team of 10 that were with each other. So we were able to learn from each other to where at the end of the
Mhm.
season, you're knowing the body language, you're knowing what they're capable of, what they're good at, what they're not. So it's just playing, getting on the field, talking, drilling, as much fun as that is all the time. And it's just, and then if I'm not at the field, I'm at the gym. So before Tampa, I picked up swimming because I'm not good at it. And I was like, let me just try this because my knees hurt. Try
Okay,
swimming.
fair enough.
Yeah. So it's just staying active. I mean, what
Mhm.
you do at home also correlates to the field. So if you're eating cake every night for dinner, like obviously you're not going to be fast. um,
Yeah.
you can have it once in a blue moon, but it's every decision I've made and have made going forward has been like, is this going to make me a better paintball player? And
That's a serious sacrifice.
it is, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Like getting a taste this Sunday, which was amazing, minus it being first thing in the morning, but it was awesome. We worked our butts off for it and to see it pay off. Like I said last time, every birthday, anniversary, holiday, Easter is gonna be at the field this year.
Mhm.
It's just everything is at the field, and I have a partner that supports it and that I support him, which is great. I'm gonna have a little boy who loves it, which makes it even better, and a team who loves him. Yes, it's a sacrifice, but it's also become family.
Mhm.
So it's not hard to sacrifice, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, about a month ago, I drive a lot
Mhm.
for my job, like half my days in the car, so I have lots of time to think.
Love those.
But I was, listening to a fitness podcast, and they had brought up CrossFit,
Mhm.
and it got me thinking about community because that's what CrossFit to me was really good at fostering was
100%.
community.
Mhm.
Paintball is very similar
Yeah.
in
I
that
think that's why the bug bit me so hard.
okay,
Mhm.
the community of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, um,
Because when I moved here from Florida, I had nobody except my son's dad at the time, and obviously that didn't work out, and so it was just me, and then it's just me and my little man. So it was so nice to have friends and like I said, they're not even friends anymore; they're family that I can call and text anytime, and it's it's nice because we can pick on. I don't even want to say pick on each other, but we can be like, "Hey, you're slacking. Hey, do this. What are you doing?" So it's just like I said, it's a family at this point.
yeah. Well, slash, accountability group too, right?
Oh, 100%, 100%. Which
So
which is fun and hard at times.
yes, yeah, as long
Yes.
as it's coming from a good spot,
Yes,
right?
especially with
Well
women.
intentions. Well, take me through the team a little bit because it's changed a lot since last time we talked.
Yep.
Um,
So, we still have Brixa, who's our captain. Myself, Lauren, and Kelly are from Florida. They play at a GTF, I believe, and Legacy. We have Krista, who's North. Esther's here local. We picked up Caitlin from the High Rollers, all lower. I believe she played for the lower line. Allie's Canadian, and then we have a new girl named Sony, who also came from the High Rollers developmental. So I think we're running with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So
9. That's a good number.
it's a good 9. I like it.
Yeah. So I sometimes 8 or 9 I feel is always a sweet spot, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about usually people feeling like they aren't getting reps unless like it's a playing issue, right?
Yeah,
And but you have enough depth where like if it is hot,
and you get tired.
you yeah, you are not going to like succumb to just the heat and the
Exactly.
exhaustion of a day.
Yeah, so, we basically have the same roster. We did pick up, like I said, Caitlin and Sony. Krista came on for Cup last year, so she's new-ish, but Bricks and myself, Lauren, Kelly, Esther, and Allie. Allie came on for Ohio last year, so actually, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, OGs who are still here that
Mhm.
played all 3 events last year.
Gotcha. Well,
But
that's a core, right? Like
yeah.
that's a core
Yep.
group, and that's what you really need.
Yeah.
Is keeping that core together. And then you got oh my gosh, you have the youngest WNXL
Caitlin.
player, Caitlin,
Yes.
at like 14, right?
14. She just played, D3 this weekend, and I think she got 2nd or 3rd at inter like,
Nice.
the little girl kills it.
Yeah.
She's so
Was that
good.
at NR this weekend?
Yep, that was an NR. Yeah, her and her
Okay.
brother played. And I think like I said, I think they got 2nd or 3rd, but I saw her out there just grinding, and I mean, she just came out swinging and, like, speechless. Like, there was one point at layout practice where she, like, dunked on somebody, and she came off the field, and I was like, "You could just take my jersey. Just take like, let me bow down to you." She's awesome, and the cool thing is that she's not, like, hot-headed. She's calm,
Mhm.
she's respectful, she has a great set of parents. I mean, I'm very happy to have her on.
Nice. And then you stole the other one from the high roller camp?
Yeah, Sony,
So
yeah, she came
so
down to
yeah.
tryouts, and
Mhm.
she's done a great job from tryouts to just Tampa, and I'm like, you just see these girls getting better each event. I'm like, "Yes, it's working, it's
Mhm.
clicking."
So, do the Nevermores stay together in a house at events, or because
We
your
tr
husband also plays, but he's
Yeah,
connected to other
that's
teams,
that's always
so
fun. No, is we try to. Tampa, because I had my son, I stayed with my family, which is, like,
okay.
15 minutes from the field, but obviously I
Nice.
make sure, yeah. But I make sure that's okay with the team before I do it, because I did need
Mhm,
that extra help with him, but the goal is to stay in a house. It
mhm.
is, like I said, hard because my husband and I literally just see each other at the field for the most part, but
"Hey, we're going on
yeah,
vacation together," but not
hey,
really.
and the thing is like our events in Tampa, our matches in Tampa were basically like I was 215, he was 305. I was
Mm,
405, he was 5. So it's like you barely got to see each other. But I mean,
mhm.
you know what you're getting in those events. But yes, we do like to stay in the house together. The camaraderie is great. If we're not staying at the house together, we still have meetings and dinner together at the house. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
we still stay
That
together.
makes sense, right,
Hmm.
a central hub for everyone to kinda meet at
100%.
the end of the day. So, how does a, is there a prankster in the house?
Um,
Or are you guys pretty chill?
we're pretty chill. I think I'm probably the most obnoxious. Everyone pretty much, I mean, like I said, it's a family at this point. Kelly's a super funny one too. Like we had to do headshots and this face she made because you had to do like a serious headshot and then a funny one. And I swear
Mhm.
her faces are the best. But if anything other than me being obnoxious, Kelly would probably be the prankster. We have Delmar as our coach, and our other coach is Ryan, who's Lauren's husband. Actually, I take that back. He's probably the top like funny guy.
Okay. So, how does a Nevermore's meeting look at the end of the day
Food.
during it? Food, always important. What's the go-to food for the Nevermores?
Usually somebody cooks. And
Okay, nice.
at Cup, we had a really good like chicken pasta shrimp thing that was
Mhm.
delicious. And then this time we just were tired and it was hot, so we had burgers. But basically food, like I said, the guys who come and help us in our pits, tech our guns, they're amazing. We bring our stuff, say here, fix what it needs fixed. They
Nice.
fix it. We watch film, we discuss it, and then we get told go to bed,
Alright.
get
That's
rest, and
fair.
be at the field early.
So how's, early morning matches? How are we getting warmed up?
We
Because
have
every
a
team has their own
playlist.
little vibe. So you got a playlist.
We playlist. We get there a couple hours early, no matter what, which is miserable when you wake up and get there. However, it's amazing once you wake up. Like when we have layout drops and things like that, we're getting there at 7 a.m. to where we're blowing up the
Mhm,
field. It also gives us time to wake up. We get in drills earlier. And we can get so much done. Like I said, we start with the playlist at events, but when we have layout drops and things like that, getting there early, we have basically 2.5 hours to do whatever we want on the field before other teams are even getting there. So do I love waking up at the butt crack of dawn? No, but it's worth it. Because you get a lot done. You get so much done.
yeah.
So, but no, we have an awesome playlist. We dance, we have fun. It's just us.
Mm,
And we
yeah.
have the playlist, everybody puts what they want on it. And it has
Okay.
everything from like 50 Cent to Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On.
Okay.
It's just it's us. If you could take us and make it into, like, a nutshell, it's that playlist, how
Nice.
just different we are.
I've noticed that's something that, the women's teams do a lot is they have the group playlist.
And it's some of the songs I can't even play in the car with my son, and the other one is, like, the White Chicks, like, "Making My Way Downtown." That
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, that's what we
Keeps
do.
it fun, though.
It does. It's a good time.
So the home field's in R. How far is that from you?
So, in the mornings it's, like, 80 miles, I believe. In the mornings, it is only an hour and 15, 20 minutes. In the evenings, getting
Okay.
home through DC traffic, it's 3 hours. So, it's just but I feel I mean, I've never played paintball in Florida, but I know they have a bunch of different fields,
Mhm.
but I feel like any field is about an hour to 2 hours from everybody that I know. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's when we have 2-day practices, I obviously stay up there, but it's the DC traffic that makes it a good time.
Okay. Nothing like Beltway traffic.
Yeah, horrible.
Oh,
And we have, like, a couple lower line girls, one of them lives around the corner from me, so when we go to practice and she practices, I'm like, "Let's carpool because you can
okay.
drive up, I
Yeah.
can drive back, or vice versa." It makes it a lot better, and that you have somebody to
Yeah.
talk to the whole way.
Yeah. Yeah. That just, it adds to, like, the team thing, but, like, it also
Mhm.
makes sense. Why are we both paying for gas?
I tell Hooker every time I get up there in the morning, it's like I need an anxiety pill or something because of these drivers. It's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
come up at night and get a hotel or stay at your house or something because I can't be this, like, shaken up because it's just it's interesting."
Yeah, DC. So I'm originally from DC. I
You
don't know
know
if
it.
you knew that. Yeah, yeah. So I know it. I got family in the area and used to go and visit a lot. So
Mhm.
very familiar and it is
Yeah, you
not
get
fun
it.
traffic.
And there's
Yeah.
15 different ways to turn and go and I'm just like, "Nope,
hmm
nope."
Yeah.
So, I actually ended up taking 301 on the way up. It's a little longer, but it's less
hmm
stress. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I used to 95 is like the quickest way, but I used to go up 81 just
yeah,
because like
you're like,
I'd
I
rather
just can't
just
handle it today."
flow in and flow
Mhm.
out
Then
instead of
fight
yeah.
my way in like I'm in an MMA
Yeah.
fight. My
Yeah,
lord. Hey.
but, so, NR, home
Mhm.
field, and the owners of NR also own Nevermore's? Or
Mm,
do I have that mixed up?
that I don't know to answer
Okay,
that. I don't
fair
know
enough.
100%. I know we're sponsors
Uh,
with them. I know that they support us. Whatever we need, they're there. As far as,
mhm,
like, claiming as their own owner, I don't know.
okay. So, what other teams are out of there? Because you guys got some bangers of teams out
Yes.
of right now.
So typically nasty in our factory. I know that I think Ironman were just there. The Jesters are there. East Side Bandits who kill it. NYX is sometimes out of there. They were there last year. We have the War Dogs, which is a lower, I think a D team. That's basically our brother team. So we share
Mhm,
pits with them and just play off each other. They're able to be like, "Hey, you did this wrong. You did this wrong." We have the
mhm,
regulators who are in our PL team. I mean, everybody's out of there. So another
mhm.
reason why we get there 2 hours early.
So you get some field time.
So, it's definitely it's wonderful. It's awesome competitions. Brawl sometimes comes up instead of playing
Okay.
S&P, they'll come up. Shooters, it's a great growing competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, I just feel like it's, started hearing NR's name a little bit more, like, 3
Mhm.
years ago, and it's slowly been building, and
Yeah,
teams are
it's
making a effort to go to it now.
yeah, no, it's a nice field. John always takes care of us. Maybe other people, but I've never had an issue with anything there. If we need something, he's there or he will find a way to get it to us.
Mm.
So, it's greatly appreciated.
And they had the really nice local series with the NR,
The local
the Reid
series is great.
too. Yeah.
It's great, and like I said, it's wonderful for learning, so, like, if anybody is even thinking about playing paintball, that is where I would tell you to go to start because that single-handedly one of the top 3 reasons how I got to progress so far in a year was playing
Mm,
there and playing their events.
mhm. Yeah. Well, and they have a they go up to D3 there too, which is
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, D3 is on Saturday. I still believe it's a blind layout, and then
Mhm.
Sunday is D
Okay. Same layout as the D3 guys?
It
to
depends on what
see
John
them play on
wants. Sometimes he changes it, sometimes he doesn't.
Nice. I'm a
So,
big fan of blind layouts. I think there's a time and place
mhm,
for having a layout to study. I think blind at the regional level makes a ton of sense.
it does. D3 last weekend was fun to watch them go from the prelims to semis just to see how much the teams didn't know and then knew just by playing a few points
Yeah. Yeah.
and how could they could adjust.
Yeah. And makes non-thinkers think sometimes.
That's me.
So, yeah, that's me too. So,
Yeah.
and it's here's the thing with the block layout, like you learn to learn it, right? Where that way, when you have a layout that you get to study for a week or 2 weeks, whatever it might be, 4 weeks if you're in Europe, like I
Yeah.
feel like you get to know it a lot quicker, right?
Percent
Um,
that and like that's something on my list this year is don't I don't want to say I don't know how to read a layout. Learning the angles, if you will, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
mhm,
Learning the angles, if you will, is something that I definitely am working on and worked on throughout the season of, okay, if I'm here, why am I looking at this bunker? They don't even have eyes on me. I need to be looking A, B, and C.
mhm. Yeah,
So,
kind of having your kill list, if you will, by
mhm.
bunker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I love about a blind layout. You learn on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Do
sometimes
or
learn the
die
hard
quiet.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else is new for the Baltimores, for the Nevermores this year?
Like I said, we have a couple new girls on our lower line. We do have a handful of new girls too, and some
Mhm,
returning. I do think that we are trying to make the lower line co-ed. So we're mixing the two, which is fun because it also helps the girls learn even faster. We do have a new sponsor, Level Up Games, which is out of Severn, I believe, Maryland.
mhm.
It is a card shop that buys and sells like Pokemon, Magic cards, and things like that. So
Okay.
they're a new sponsor that came on with us. Anything we need, they're there for. But that's other than getting better every event and
Mhm.
grinding, which
Yeah,
is expected. We're just excited for the season.
nice. So what does, the developmental line, what are they playing?
Race to two.
Okay.
They do the
In our
race in the NRPL, yeah.
okay, nice.
And they, like I said, it's on Sundays.
Mhm,
So if they're able to go watch on Saturdays, that helps them. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't playing the X ball this
mhm.
past weekend, so I don't know if John's on both fields. But I'm assuming both will be set up so we can at least walk the little ones through and be like, "Hey, here's what you see," and like walk the field with them and let them know kind of what to expect. So
Gotcha. And with you stepping into, like, a coaching role with them, how did you make that decision?
So Brixa is the captain. She's one of my best friends. Her and I are together every weekend. It's
Mhm.
something I need to be able to read a layout. I need to be able to, like I just said, know where these shots are, things like that. I'm definitely doing it behind her,
Yeah,
but it's something that I would love to maybe take over next season, but it's on my to learn list. So she's gonna help me walk me through it.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
No, I think it's super valuable. You see a lot of the good pros coach,
Mhm.
and a lot of the yeah,
You
okay.
good?
It sounded like you faded out all of a sudden.
No.
Like, I only took off 1 ear, it shouldn't be that
No.
but you see a lot of the good players coach, right? And
Mhm.
obviously for the pros, it's a way to generate some money for them in a
Mhm.
lot of scenarios, but you also see the guys that were new to the league 5 years ago and started coaching, they've kind of developed quicker in a
Mhm.
sense. So I think it gives you a way to get reps and see the whole picture that normal playing doesn't.
Yeah, and like my whole kind of feedback of the year last year that was frustrating for myself was they're like, you need to work on your IQ, which is great. I mean, I can work on snap
Mhm.
shooting every weekend, but working on your IQ is strictly playing more, where I still have a full time job. I'm a mom. So it was
Mhm.
very frustrating. It's like, okay, so I can watch film, I can do these other things. So it's definitely on my to work on list is the IQ for me this year.
Well, and you get the VR headset, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can jump in that, and there's gotta be some crossover there on
It has to be. I think
IQ.
Hooker said every 5 points on the VR is like one actual paintball point and like learning wise, something along those lines. But he told me that last year. So it could have been 5, it could have been 3.
I mean, that's really not that bad of a ratio,
I didn't think
you
so
know?
either.
So, I mean, obviously, it's a lot of points to make up for a whole day.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
can squeeze in, 10 points after work every day or
Yeah.
whatever.
After little guy goes to bed.
Yeah.
So that's where the kind of the coaching came from is that the IQ definitely needs to grow and get there and kind of catch
Mhm.
up.
Okay. Makes sense. What's your favorite drill to do these days?
Um, we actually did it yesterday. Is So my husband, I don't even know what it's called, but you basically like take the bunker and like you can come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or hop to the top. And that's kind of
Okay.
what he was working on with me yesterday. And also, usually think before I move, which if you hesitate, you're
Mhm.
dead. Love
Yeah.
that. So basically, just working on, he would call out a number, I would have to switch it, hit the target, and then go.
Okay.
Because that's something that I needed to work on. But also, it was like playing actual points after 5 hours. But like I said, I got some feedback last year against the guys, and they're like, "You're predictable when you snap," because I would come out the same
Mhm.
spot,
Mm.
and I didn't, and I would then drop to my knees. Which, if I drop to my knees and then you took off, it takes an extra 2 seconds to get up and go. So that's what I was
Yeah.
working on.
Okay.
That's my favorite so
So,
far.
well, I think that's a natural progression for most people. Like they get
Mhm.
comfortable snapping, they snap out of the same spot,
That's
and
exactly what I
then
did.
then they the next progression is normally a pattern, right?
Yep.
Like 2 here, 1 up here, 1 down here,
Yep.
then back. And I think people are kind of musical in the sense that like beats and patterns make sense. So that feels really
Oh yeah.
comfortable to most people.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, and it was funny because, like I said, we started the day with 1v1s, and then we finished with them, and he usually only goes, like, 50% on me in these drills, and by the
Mhm.
end of it, I was like, "Oh, no, I'm coming out at the same spot," and he goes, "Yeah, you're making me look bad," and I was like, "Oh, you should have moved faster." But it was also an, opportunity for him to see, like, "Hey, did I understand the drill, and am I incorporating it into my play?"
Mhm.
So, that
Yeah.
helped.
Have you started doing a barrel cam or a mass cam or anything yet?
I had a barrel cam, but the way I had it set up was awkward to where I couldn't really see straight down my barrel. So I need
Okay.
to work on that. But the mask cam is on the list of this year,
Nice.
um, just so I can kind of see. We have one of the girls in the camp has it, so it's fun to watch back. But I know that that's extremely valuable, so I just need to invest in it. That's all.
Well, I think it's really good for individuals. It's on my list to get this year too.
If you find a coupon, let me know.
Yeah, found one on Temu. I'm not quite sure that's gonna hold up though.
I found, like, an off-brand, like, Walmart one, or my husband did, and I put it on, and within, like, the first dive, the, like, plastic covering in it shattered,
Uh-huh.
and I said,
Yeah,
"Yeah, that's not gonna work."
yeah. It's one of those things where, like, I think you just gotta save the money and bite the
Mhm.
bullet on the
Yep.
expensive one, you know? Which
It's on the
sucks.
to-do list, it's just one of those, maybe we gotta get refund checks back for
Yeah, no, that makes sense, right?
right? So,
That's what taxes are for.
I know,
Paintball equipment.
always. I said, "We don't have enough as it is."
Yeah, yeah, you never have enough.
We have, like, a total of 12 masks at this point, and I was like, "What is the point? What is the
Mhm.
point?" He goes, "There's always a point, babe." "Okay."
Yeah.
I just say, "Okay," and nod.
Oh my gosh, how many? I think I got like 5 or 6
Yeah,
at this.
and some of them he won't wear, and I was like, "What is the point of having it if you're not gonna wear it?"
Well,
Because it's
here's the worst part. It's this one right here. Okay. These events, which not
oh,
sponsored, I think are
yeah,
the best. I have 3 of them. I don't need 3 of them. They're all black.
the
It's
same,
the same mask. I'm not even quite sure how I
but
got
they're comfy.
they're comfy, and I don't even wear them anymore. Like they came out with clears. I wanted clears again.
I think he has, like, 4 pairs of clears, and at this point, I'm like, "Listen, just if I ask to wear them, just let me wear them." So,
Yeah. And
but
you gotta have at least 1 pair of clears,
yeah, he switched teams, so he had to completely break down a couple of them and, like, rebuild them to be, like, new colors, so I was like, "Okay,
Ah, nice.
now I
Yeah.
understand."
They gotta get you some of the purple, like,
They have
pollution ones.
awesome, well, So one of our sponsors, Playboy Paintball is Cole. He will dye them.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
think,
nice.
yeah, one of the pictures, he dyed the black or the clear, the DV8s, and it
Mhm.
is literally the exact purple of our jerseys, and it looks sick. I wish I had it in here actually, but it is an
Yeah,
awesome mask. And he does a great job um, at everything he does. So
but he's dyeing those things for you to match them up.
yeah,
That's what makes it fun.
it does make it fun. It's like the little bit of like the girl that can like slide in while you're rolling around in dirt and mud and turf.
But so we went over your favorite drill. What's the drill you hate?
Oh my gosh. When my team sees this, they're gonna be like, "Really?" When I started playing Snake is I would just crawl, and I would do,
Mhm.
like, a Tabata, so, like, 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off, crawl 20 seconds, rest for 40, crawl for 20 seconds, rest for 40. Because I had an issue with my pack being super high, but that will wear you out, like, 5 minutes and you're, like, gasping for air, but that one was
Yeah,
not fun.
and that's
Um
exhausting.
And then wind sprints, if you have like a parachute around, like I say not a huge parachute, but like a
Mhm.
wind parachute
Yeah,
for like
yeah,
track and
one of
field.
those training parachute.
Yeah, just that and like running the ladders where your feet are in and out. So
Mhm.
they're redundant, they work, they're just tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anytime I end up in the snake, I give whoever sent me there hell because I'm too old for it. Really,
Love it.
they're
It just
somewhere
was
younger.
completely new for me. And I was like, wait, I go from standing up to not seeing anything. What is
Mm.
happening?
So how was that mentally? Like, going from Doritos to Snake? Because that was,
Completely intimidating.
yeah, like, it's scary.
I think the first, like, they let me know that that's kind of what they wanted me to do. And the first we were playing, like I said, against our brother team. It was DC Sabotage last year. It's War Dogs this year. I
Okay.
think for the most part, the same guys. And I just got so scared, and you could tell I was playing scared. So I went to Bricks and I was like, I just need somebody to run me down. Because that was like the one fear of getting run down.
Mhm.
And I said, I need to be ran down just so I can feel it, get over it, move on.
Mm.
And so they like strategically planned when they were going to have somebody do it, and it happened, and then I was fine. But for the
Okay.
half of the day, I was terrified. So now it's just
Mm.
I'm always on my stomach.
Well, and it's, I think you go from being on your feet, being able to look around, right, to
Mhm.
literally being in the dirt.
Yeah.
And there's 1 or 2 players that can easily communicate with you on most layouts.
Mhm.
Uh, and God forbid your back player gets shot out, like,
And you're on an
it
island.
gets lonely over there quick.
That and then they put the starfish, or I think what are we calling it, starfish, in the in Tampa, and it was like learning how to play a whole new bunker, which was different, like cool.
Mhm.
Um, but I feel like I can definitely do more on that bunker if I just have a few more weeks on it.
Okay.
Just
Wait,
understanding how
what do you think
things.
about that bunker? What were your initial thoughts on that bunker, I guess?
Initial thoughts were it was stupid. Then I played
Okay.
it and I was like, "Okay, it's actually not that stupid." But I have, like, ingrained in my head because I used to always pop the top, and I
Mhm.
have ingrained in my head, my coach yelled at me like, "We don't pop the top, you're throwing your body away." So then I
Mhm.
was like, "But on this one, you can kinda pop the top, but it's not
Yeah.
really popping, it's, like, playing the edge." And then there was a point in Tampa where I think there was a snake corner and then 2 in the snake, and I was on the outside of it, like the wire of it, and I've never been so far in a bunker in my life. I
Mm.
I was and I wasn't sure if there was a way to get like a bounce shot off like the corner into where I was at,
Oh.
but it was I don't wanna say it was scary, it was awkward because it's
Mhm.
like, "Oh my gosh, how do I get out of this?"
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
It
I don't hate it now, I've
new.
played it. I just need to learn how to play it better and different.
Yeah, I'm struggling with it. Um,
You feel about it?
I did not like it at all when I saw it. I really wanted, like, just more Aztecs.
I know, I love the Aztec.
Like, to take away some of the big bunkers and give me more Aztecs. You can give me 2 Aztecs per big bunker you take away, and I'd be so happy.
I like
Um,
that. I agree. I'm on the hunter train
so,
for that one.
you know, it it's not the worst bunker in the world by any means. I'd much rather have that than the wall. I don't know if you've seen videos of, like, the old W that used to sit in the middle of the field.
Oh, yep, yep,
Yeah,
awkward.
and turned out dangerous. Um
So I've seen videos.
So, which who would have thought that putting a giant wall would have led to collisions?
Yeah, I know. Well, it was funny because I watched, like, all the pros, and all these guys were, like, jumping it and, like, bunkering the person on
Mhm.
top. Yeah, I tried that. I no, nope.
Yeah.
We'll never do that again. Never do that
Videos
again.
look really cool though when they come
It
over
looks
top
really
of
cool until I did
it.
it, and it just looked completely like I didn't know what I was doing. That move will never be attempted again.
Well, I at least I assumed those guys were around my height and then realized really quickly they were not. They were much taller.
Because my husband, I'm 5'4", my husband's like 6 foot, and he's done
Mhm.
it. And I was like, so I tried to be you. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. And then when we were out drilling yesterday, he was setting up like the cones, and he goes, "You can't see that." I said, "No, come down to my level." He goes, "Oh wow, you can't see that." I was like, "Yeah, it's drastically different. Thank you."
Yeah. Uh, the tall guys tend to forget that. Gosh, so you just jogged a memory for me. So years ago, we were practicing on hyperball and I ran a
Uh,
dude down and the owner of the field was like, "Why did you do that? You should have just come here and shot." And I said, "There's no shot there." And we
mhm.
walked to the bunker and he's like, "It's right here." I go, "Joe, you gotta come down
Come
a
to my
step.
level.
You gotta come to my level. The shot's
Yeah.
not there anymore."
And it's so funny because if you I'm sure the people on the sidelines could just see us because you can't really see what you're doing in a mask. But there
Yeah.
was a bunch of walk-ons and we're just like looking at each other like this. And then I'm like pushing him down. So I'm sure it looked like we were fighting the whole time.
That's awesome.
You got to see my level of things.
So what's your personal ritual? Do you have a personal ritual before like the event starts or not the event, but maybe a match starts?
I always pray. I like
Okay.
walk away and say a prayer. And I have ghost face where we like spooky things. So I have purple and
Mhm.
black ghost face socks that I wear all the time.
Okay.
And with Tampa is we got new headbands and I forgot it the first day. So I wore one of my old headbands, like violence headbands. And
Mhm.
then we did good. And I was like, I can't change it up now. Obviously, everything was clean. So I just wore everything the exact same. And it wasn't me that did it. Like 3 or 4 other girls did it too. And I come from, like I said, a CrossFit background. I used to play hockey. So it's one of those I'm
Mhm.
like very superstitious. It works, don't change it.
Yeah, no, if it's working, it's working. Not
Yeah.
allowed to
So
change it till it don't work.
exactly. So it's just basically prayer. Last year I had like a 3-song playlist of Venom by Eminem, that like old rap song, like We Ready, where it was like
Okay.
that one and the Saliva Superstar song
Nice.
were my like 3 songs. And put those on a playlist. They'll make you run pretty fast.
Yeah. That'll get you hyped up.
Yeah. So I didn't do that this event. I may do it next event. I was told that we are going to meditate before the event. Um,
Okay.
I'm going to learn to love that because I'll give anything a try. But I'm again, Brixa is a type of I think this is why we work so well together. Is she's so like calm, collective, and I'm like, let's go. And our team is literally half and half. So we're gonna try her way next. If it works, it works. Any Sunday.
It's a good mentality to have.
Yeah. So
Well, we're
we get-
with the other recording,
mm,
we're at an hour, so let's call it.
okay. All right, that
Um,
works.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I know a lot of hard work from
Yes.
you and the whole family.
Yes.
Um, and shout out the sponsors, shout out whoever you need to shout out.
Yep. So in as our home field level up games, like I mentioned earlier, Playboy Paintball, Jay Wheeler Photos, he's our photographer, does an amazing job. King's Headbands, and then Turf Burn. It does have a lot of different accessories, mask accessories, things like that.
Nice.
And I believe he actually has those. Why can't I think of it? The layouts that you have, like the magnets.
But yeah, the Magnum ones, those are
Yes,
cool.
he has those too. So, but no,
Yeah,
they take care of us. They're awesome, and we appreciate them.
yeah. And if you're a team, you need to get the layout magnets because
They work. They're really
they work.
fun.
Um, it's a good thing to have at the team house for sure.
100%.
All right. Well, thank you and everyone else. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
You know you got to hang out.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Thanks for tuning in to the Planet Paintball podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Whether you're out there grinding in the divisional pits or chasing dreams on the pro stage, remember, it's all about the passion, the hustle, and the love for the sport. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and we'll see you back here on the Planet Paintball podcast.